A Grinch. Jim Carrey is the Grinch.
Well, this is a weird one. Yes, I am doing How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the live-action version. And this was recommended to me, and I will get into that after this message.
Only from Atari. Made especially for systems from Atari. The video game that lets you help E.T. get home. Just in time for Christmas. Happy holidays from Atari.
This is Chip Cod Roach, and I hope you enjoyed that commercial. And from the way Atari bombed out, I'm sure this is something they regret, and this is probably a Christmas present that kids probably threw at their parents. Because yes, that game absolutely bombed. But I thought it would be a fun commercial. I also did not know that E.T. was the preview in this movie, and also I did not know that it was a Christmas commercial until I watched it, and I saw a Santa E.T. on the TV. So the commercial was very well done. The game, very poor execution. So now to the Grinch Who Stole Christmas, the live-action version starring Jim Carrey, who I really hope doesn't need an introduction.
Who?
I know you're joking. And this was recommended to me by Jaybird, a.k.a. Mr. Cool Guy, who did a review on The Grinch, and he liked my Christmas Vacation review, and yes, he enjoyed the Siskel and Ebert segment there. He found it interesting, but thought they were dead wrong. So
Obviously.
so he recommended me to do this movie, the Grinch, and his videos are very, very good. I do recommend them. So yes, this is starring Jim Carrey, who I am sorry. So this is How the Grinch Stole Christmas. I've been told that Generation Boring might get them mixed up. So yes, this is How the Grinch Stole Christmas. So yes, and this is also, like I said, Jim Carrey plays the Grinch. He was in Ace Ventura, Ventura When Nature Calls.
Nope.
Liar, Liar.
Yep.
Batman Forever.
Nope.
We did a review on that. Yes. He was the Riddler. And he was
That's why I don't know who the hell he is.
He was in the Cable Guy, Yes Man, Bruce Almighty.
No.
That's just the name of. Oh yes, and Dumb and Dumber. I had to mention Dumb and Dumber. And let's see. So then we also have Jeffrey Tambor, who is the mayor. I think he got into a little bit of trouble, so I don't think he can do movies anymore. But I could be wrong on that.
So he's a douche in real life too?
I hate to say it, but I think so.
Well, he's definitely a douche in this.
Okay, well, we already have his character. He's the mayor, so apparently he is Mayor...
Douche?
Yes.
Why couldn't you just say it?
Because it's funnier when you say it. That's your line. Mine is not even close. So, I'm sorry if drinking hot cider is offending anyone, especially Generation Boring. It may not be appropriate.
You also mean.
Oh, I am not. So I forgot where I left off. Oh, yes, Jeffrey Tambor. I hope I pronounced his name correctly. I don't think it matters
he's a
anymore.
douche.
So he was in Arrested Development. He
Nope.
was in City Slickers.
Nope.
He was also in Dr. Dolittle.
Nope.
And now I have to remember Cindy. There we go. Taylor Momsen, I think her name is. She was in Spy Kids. She plays Cindy Lou Who. Oh, yes, and this is based off of a Seuss book. I refuse to call him Doctor. Oh, come on! And she was apparently in Spy Kids too, and also I think she was in an episode of Cosby. Oh, I really hope he's not hope she's not one of the victims. Well, I'm just okay. So, anyways, I will apologize for the Bill Cosby comment. I guess I made him worse than he really was. I'll send him an apology letter to jail. So I guess this Taylor Momsen was apparently, I think she toured with AC/DC, but I could be wrong on that. But that is pretty cool. I know when she was 16 years old, she got a little snippy with the media because I guess they took a picture of her smoking a cigarette, which obviously isn't smart to do, but I guess she had a problem with them taking her picture. Whatever. So, now let's see, who else is in this movie? Oh yes, Christine Baranski. We all know her from Addams Family Values.
Who?
She's a Buffalo native.
Okay, that's not helping me at all.
She was Leonard's mom in Big Bang Theory.
Okay, that one I know.
She was in The Birdcage.
Nope.
And she was also in The War with Kevin Costner, so right there should make a few people laugh.
Nope.
Let's see, who else was in this? Bill Irwin, who is Cindy Lou Who's father. He was in an episode of Third Rock from the Sun, and he was also in 8 Men Out, which I did review. And Clint Howard is in this. And also Rance Howard is in this as well.
Who and who?
And TJ Thine, who is Hodgson. Did I say
Hodgins.
Hodgins. Sorry, from Bones. Oh, so what if I got that wrong? And this is directed by Ron Howard. That is why Rance Howard and Clint Howard were in this movie. Sometimes he does throw his family in there every now and then. And like I said, this was directed by Ron Howard, who is an incredibly talented director. Also, I believe he got his acting job in the Andy Griffith Show. So Ron Howard, like I said, I believe he got his start on the Andy Griffith Show. Then he was on Happy Days. Then he was in American Graffiti. Then he directed movies like Splash, The Da Vinci Code, Apollo 13. Really? No, and no. And he did some others as well, so he's definitely a very credible director, and I actually didn't think he was a bad actor either. So this is taking place in a place called Whoville. So the Grinch is kind of the, I don't know, how do you want to say, outcast, or... So obviously he's planning to somehow ruin Christmas. So we all know the story by Seuss, and we all read it as children. And
Actually, I don't think I did.
Oh, really? Well, my kindergarten teacher always. I mean, we got it.
What the hell remember it's kindergarten?
I do.
You're weird.
I don't know about weird, but I would say a very good memory. I remember first grade as well, and I remember preschool. Fine. So, yeah, so he is looking to ruin Christmas, and they're making a big deal about this roast beef. Oh, sorry. Roast beast. I apologize. Of course I got that mixed up. I just really hope it's not a boar's head, or else it's going to get recalled. So, anyways, I will be actually just showing the first clip, since there really wasn't much to really give you a synopsis. We all know it. And like I said, he's just trying to ruin Christmas. For those who
Like
don't,
you.
I'm not trying to ruin Christmas. I'm giving presents, not taking them or planning to. He's actually a really good prankster if you think about it. So I will show the first clip of his first encounter with Cindy Lou Who. But I don't know if they're partnered with somebody.
The Grinch.
Well, here's the opening scene where Cindy Lou Who is meeting the Grinch, and she is obviously a little bit scared. I guess he does look a little bit scary in his green puppet costume. Just saying. So yes, so Jim Carrey makes his little entrance here. So he does end up saving her from that packaging machine of some kind. So now I will show the other clip of when he actually, let's just say he wraps things up. And I will show that in just a second.
Max, pick out a ball. Can I use your painter for a second? Ow. What the hey?
Well, this is the Grinch. I guess what she said was that he saved her. So I guess he said, okay, that's fine. Now I'll just kind of make myself look kind of bad by wrapping you up as a gift. So he wrapped her up, which I found funny. But unfortunately, my laughter came to an end when Cindy Lou Who was fine with it. So it wasn't as funny. But so far, Jim Carrey as the Grinch is okay. So far, it's a pretty good movie. It's a decent start. Now the Lou Who's house does look kind of goofy, but I'm not gonna show that. So I will find the.
Why does it look like a shoe?
It does. It really does look like a shoe. So I guess they live in a giant sneaker. I hope it doesn't smell like a used one. Something LeBron James would use, or Charles Barkley for that matter. So I will show the next clip in just a second.
Like discussing this Grinch. Put your back into it. I tried to take him under my wing.
You don't have a chance with her. You're 8 years old and you have a beard.
That hair, not pleasant.
Yeah, I just love the colors. The red and the green.
Did I have a crush on the Grinch? Oh, right.
Everybody, I guess, has a story of why they are the way they are. So I guess before Cindy Lou took up smoking, she took up journalism. So she was doing a little bit of reporting. She wanted to find out why the Grinch was the way he was. So she interviewed the right people. She got the two ladies that he landed on their doorstep, and they kind of took him in. And then she interviewed the wonderful mayor, who's not demanding in any way. Hence to ask the guy shining his stupid $2 shoes. And then, of course, she interviewed Martha May, who is, I guess, trying to be the mayor's girlfriend, I guess. And I guess the town is sort of named after her. So, yeah, she's kind of a snot, too. So she pretty much got the two, I guess, antagonists of this movie. So now I will show the town of Whoville really getting into this Christmas spirit. They kind of take it to a new level. I guess it's like going to the Michael Jackson Neverland Ranch. So I will show the next clip in just a second. So here is the town being obsessed with Christmas. I guess this is a perfect movie about obsessions because you got these people obsessed with Christmas, but now you got these fake sports guys that are obsessed with Bill Belichick going to North Carolina. So you make the decision here. Which one is worse? So now with these people being all happy and cheerful, what does the Grinch think of all of this noise?
He loves it.
He does? Well, we're about to find out how much.
It's Christmas music. It's joyful and triumphant. Look! Round the mouth! Not working!
So obviously he's not too happy about the noise from his neighbors, so he's doing everything he can to drown them out. If you really watch the whole scene, he does kind of take it a little bit too far, and you can tell the constant talking to himself actually shows that him being this loner does kind of get to him. He just doesn't show it when he's out in public. But to the viewers watching, you can definitely tell that it does bother him. And that, especially when he looks at his schedule, he is, you kind of realize that he's...
Drowning in self-pity?
Pretty much. Well, yeah, that's what it says in his calendar. So, now we will show the next scene where he's kind of destroying this chubby mayor's party. So, oh yeah, and also bald. So, well, I can't really talk anymore. So, I will... I will show that clip in just a second, and no, we're getting our steps in because Alexa is no longer allowed to turn off our lights. So she has been suspended for a little bit of time. So I will turn the lights off in just a second so I can show the next clip.
Hello, Martha.
Well, this is the Grinch dropping in on this wonderful mayor who...
Technically, he got invited.
Okay, yes, he did get invited, but he kind of crashed the party, and then, of course, he landed on top of Martha. Now I'm starting to realize why the comic book people and the Reddit viewers do not like this movie. Anything that has to do with adult humor that they don't understand, and a female's involved, Reddit just goes nuts. And they write bad reviews about the movie because they don't understand relationships and holding a hand with women. And they definitely can't understand what the Grinch just did. That is weird.
He fell.
Yeah.
Actually, he flew.
He flew on top of her, and they do not understand that. They get terrified by stuff like that, which is why they have nightmares about Ric Flair. So, anyways, so this part I did find funny. The whole clip was even better, especially when he shaves the mayor's head. So I guess he wasn't bald. The actor's just bald in real life. And if he is in jail, just ask his cellmate. So, anyway, so moving on. So there are some other parts of this movie that are funny too, especially the goofy looking car that the mayor gives Martha. That was these parts are funny too. I can understand once again the Reddit people do not understand.
And who
this.
paid for the car that he tried to give to Martha?
That's what I was going to bring up. The adult humor with the taxpayers paying for Martha's car. I mean, I got a huge chuckle out of that. But, you know, certain people may not. They might watch this movie with a serious turtle face. So, I will show the last clip I'm going to show is the Grinch planning his present stealing attack and also stealing the roast beast, which has been, I'm sure, chemically enhanced. So, Robert Kennedy Jr., you better get on this. So, I will show... What? Just telling the guy what to... So I will show that final clip in just a second. Because once again, we're going to have to turn the lights off. So I will show you that clip in just a second.
Poor Max.
I know.
He looks petrified.
Well, here's the final clip where he's going to steal presents. You know what would be really funny if he stole a bunch of them and in every present was a pair of slacks. So they weren't even anything fun. So anyway, so this part I actually found this cool. I do like the part here with the sleigh. And it actually turns out that even the part with the Grinch losing control of the sleigh up in the air is actually kind of amusing. It's not really as much fun for him as he really thought. So poor Max is in for the ride here, who's just an innocent dog. So he does end up stealing the presents, but I'm not going to actually tell the end of this movie like I normally do not do. So I will now go on with the actual grading of this, and if I recommend this. So if I had to actually give this a grade, I would actually probably have to give this a B. What is wrong with a B? There's nothing wrong.
Did not say a word.
Okay, I thought you have a problem with a B.
I have a problem with everything you do, but that's the point. Like shaving your goddamn head.
Well, yeah, okay, there was a problem there today, but that's okay. We will save that for another time. So, now there were some parts in this that I couldn't find, where I guess the one part where he's directing Max, Jim Carrey is actually apparently making fun of the way that Ron Howard directs, and luckily Ron Howard doesn't direct with a serious turtle face. He actually found it funny and kept it in the movie, so he does have a sense of humor, which is a good thing. I just couldn't find it on time. So that is something you will have to look for, because that is actually really funny. So I do believe this movie was profitable. It made money. It made $55 million its first weekend, which in my opinion is pretty impressive.
In 2000? Yeah.
Yep, in 2000. I have to look at the budget exactly, but well, I'll get into that a different time or something. It's because
different time.
I forgot it, so I'll have to mention it in another review. I just know that it made quite a bit. I actually thought the makeup was actually really good in this too. It must have taken a long time to do Jim Carrey's makeup.
The suit?
The suit, but then around the face though too. They actually do a whole makeup job with that, and with the other characters as well.
They can just put me paint all over them.
It's not that simple. I saw the special features. It takes hours. How long do you think it takes to do the Planet of the Apes stuff? They just put them in an ape costume and say run around?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, the makeup on some of this stuff, they actually get these people up at 3 or 4 in the morning and do a 3-hour makeup job. It's actually a big deal. And it's also a pain. I mean, the actors must hate that. So the actual makeup itself was actually pretty impressive. I do like how it did look like that there was at least a real set. It didn't look like War of the Worlds where everything just looked completely fake. So I did enjoy that as well. And I did think that this was casted well. There wasn't anybody I really didn't like in this. What's that look for? Oh, it's obviously the mayor, and obviously he was the antagonist, but again, he played the part well. If you wanted to rip his head off, he's doing his job. Did you want to rip his head off?
No. I'll cut his head off. I don't want to rip it off.
Okay. All right, cut it off. Yeah, whatever. Okay. So the point is, he did his job. I did think Jim Carrey played a decent Grinch. I think he could have maybe looked a little bit meaner. I thought some of the...
How do you look meaner when you have a green mask on?
I didn't find him scary at all.
The face doesn't change.
It doesn't, but they could have made him more grumpy. He kind of made me...
How much more grumpy could he possibly get?
He did make me laugh more than I really
Well,
didn't.
it is for children.
Yeah, but there's adult humor in this too. You could have balanced it. So I don't know. I guess that was maybe my only gripe with this. I know that there are some people that did not like this movie. There's actually numerous people that don't. And I actually do understand it. Just because I like this, I'll tell you right now, just because I gave it a B rating, I'm going to say that, as recommending it, this is kind of a tough one. I don't know if I'm really going to strongly recommend this movie. I'll say check it out if you want, but I definitely do understand why people did not like this. This is kind of one of those weird ones that I liked, but I can definitely see somebody's argument saying, well, I really didn't like it. I kind of get it. It's not like the cartoon. The cartoon is a lot better. Well, I mean, the original cartoon. I'm not talking about the new one. What? Are you mad that I'm not recommending it? I'm trying to make a point here. But yes, this is one that I will not really strongly recommend. I'll say, you know what, it's around the holiday season. Check it out if you want, but if you don't, I totally get it. Good, I bet we're going to do Charlie Brown. Okay. Okay, yes. So this is kind of a weird one that I actually did here. So, I would like to know people's opinion. I mean, did you like this movie? Did you?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Okay, there's another yes. But I would like to know if other people liked it, or did they hate it, or do they say, how could you give this a B and not recommend this to people? Well, I tried to explain that the best I could. So yes, please comment below, subscribe if you want, and thank you for watching.